things that's really distinctive about McConnell's ice cream is that it's an incredibly indulgent product. It's really high in butterfat, really low in air, which we call overrun in the business. And so it's this incredibly creamy, dense ice cream. But the other thing that's really distinctive about McConnell's ice cream is that we don't just make the ice creams as a wholesale dairy. We make everything that goes into the ice cream. So that salted caramel swirl or bits of cookie or anything like that, we actually made too at McConnell's. So it's this incredible homemade product that we can bring to you, from any of our stores or in your retail grocery. But one of the things that I really like to highlight when you talk about McConnell's and some of our best-selling flavors are the flavors that draw on the local market, on local purveyors, local artisans, local farmers that we work with all the time. So Eureka Lemon and Marionberries is a great example where we take in Marionberries, in this case from the Oregon coast, and we make a Marionberry jam that we then swirl into California lemon, Eureka Lemon ice cream. So that's a huge fan favorite. The food business as a whole over the last 20 plus years has been a really interesting place to play because in general, people in America have gone after better, finer ingredients over time, higher quality. There's a real interest in food, in locally produced food, in food that's made with ingredients that are of higher quality, and certainly that's true in our category. I mean, when we entered the ice cream business, going back almost 10 years now, that bright white light of localism and fine ingredients was just starting to show on the ice cream category. And I think that's only increased over time, and that what we do at McConnell's is something we've always done. For 70-something years, McConnell's has been driven by local ingredients and local dairy and things like that. It seems like the world of food is in some ways caught up with that, right? Like so many businesses, certainly the food business as a whole, the ice cream business was deeply affected by COVID. In our case, we have a retail presence in grocery retailers where we sell our pints. We also operate company-owned scoop shops. On the scoop shop side, it was deep impact. We were forced to shut those stores down for months and months, and so unfortunately we couldn't supply ice creams to people like walking along State Street here in downtown Santa Barbara because our stores were all closed. The good side of that is that, like so many other grocery products, our sales went up a bit in grocery retail because people were generally staying at home more, they were cooking food at home, they were enjoying their ice cream at home. And so it was a little bit of a double-edged sword. Well, even though COVID put a lot of pressure on all businesses, at the dairy we've been up to some really interesting stuff of late. On the ice cream side, we have a new line that we just released on the East Coast first, called Eva's Helado Artisanal, which is really about leaning into multiculturalism and ethnic foods. And it's this whole line of ice creams that we're really excited about that go in that direction, at least initially into Latin American foods, whether it's Argentinian or churros from Spain, things of that nature. On the McConnell's side, we've just released our newest dairy-free frozen dessert. So that's a line of 7 ice creams initially with a base that we designed in-house, based with oat milk, refined coconut oil, cocoa butter, that is a dairy-free product that approaches the indulgence of McConnell's fine ice cream. So we're incredibly excited about that. And that's actually being released this month.